सिलेबस शेयर किया है ग्रुप पे सभी के। सिलेबस शेयर किया है ग्रुप पे सभी के। सिलेबस शेयर किया है ग्रुप पे सभी के। सर चालू करायचं मैडम
सर पर और लोग
वानखड़े सर भी ज्वाइन हो गए, चौधरी सर को फोन लगाया मैंने, वो भी ज्वाइन हो रहे।
हाँ,
तो सिलेबस मैं यही से शेयर करता हूँ।
हाँ, और जिसका टर्न आएगा वो अपना एक्सप्लेन कर देगा।
हाँ,
नहीं
बिल्कुल। पहले सिविल है, उसके बाद सीएस है,
CS है। हाँ,
उसके बाद इलेक्ट्रिकल, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और लास्ट में मैकेनिकल है। खंते सर
हो स्टुडंट जॉईन झालेत का?
होत आहे, यूट्यूब लिंक वरती जॉइन होत आहे ते।
बर.
So dear student, good afternoon to all of you. So as per NEP scheme, in your third sem syllabus, there is one subject that is open elective 1. So for that open elective ones means you have to choose from the you have to choose subject from the other department. From the other department, like civil student will be opted the open elective from the computer science or electronics engineering or electrical engineering or from the mechanical engineering. Like that, student of the mechanical engineering will opted the open elective from the other department. So for the review of the syllabus, okay, this meeting is conducted. Now I will share the syllabus, and already on the second year group of each branch syllabus already shared. 1 minute. खंते सर स्क्रीन दिसत आहे?
येस येस
येस. सो
आणि मी माझ्याजवळ दुसरं पण ओपन करून ठेवलेलं आहे, तर आय कॅन रीड इट कम्फर्टेबली, नो इश्यू.
Okay. So I request to Dr. S.N. Khante sir, Head of Department Civil Engineering, to review the syllabus of Open Elective 1 of the Civil Engineering Department, that is Building Construction Material and Practices.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Tekade. You know the. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. You know the concept of open elective, as sir rightly explained, that barring civil engineering, all other branch students can opt for this elective. The purpose of this elective is to see that the other branch students acquire knowledge about civil engineering subjects, and particularly building construction, materials and practice. This elective will be useful to you from the point of view of understanding how the houses, buildings are built. If you want to become an entrepreneur, if you want to become CEO of some company, and you think that you should have knowledge about construction, building construction, so this elective will be best for you. The name of the elective is Building Construction Materials and Practices. It has a regular structure of university, internal mark 30, external university mark 70. And the course objectives are to prepare the student to understand components of building and their functions. So first of all, components of building, then building materials and their execution, and behavior of foundation in construction, then innovative solutions for sustainability and eco-friendly construction. And lastly, understand the composition, properties, and mixed design techniques of concrete, enabling selection of, and optimization of materials. So these are course objectives. And let us try to see what is included in syllabus. In syllabus, unit 1 consists of stone. All types of stones are being dealt with, which are necessary for building construction, and how they are prepared by dressing of stones and etc. Then comes brick. In brick classification, how they are manufactured, and what are requirement of bricks, good bricks. Then alternative to bricks. Nowadays, since sustainable construction is necessary, from that point of view, fly ash bricks and AAC blocks, aerated autoclaved cement concrete blocks. Then lime classification and properties. So these are few materials to be understood by the students. And then in unit 2, there are some components like doors, windows, ventilation, then fire resistant doors and windows, prefabricated and modular construction techniques, advanced scaffolding system, and safety measures. So whatever is needed from the point of view of construction of structures. Then there is formwork. Formwork means shuttering or centering, which also includes scaffolding. So here completes unit 2. Then comes unit 3. In unit 3, foundation, introduction, necessity of foundation, clauses of failure, failure of foundation, and foundations and remedial measures. So this is all regarding how the foundation should be and should not be. Then there comes soil stabilization techniques and underpinning methods for foundation repair. So many a times the soil on which foundation rests needs stabilization. So that those details will be included under this. Then types of structures. There are two types of basic classification of structure as load-bearing structures, wherein wall takes all load of the structure. This was old method of building structures or buildings. And then comes frame structure. Nowadays, what we see in cities, the type of construction is frame construction, wherein there are beams, columns, slab, etc. So the types of structures are included in unit 3. Then comes unit 4. In unit 4, wall finishes, plastering, painting, purposes, methods and defects and their solution. Glass types and uses. Glass is being used for facade. So that also is included in unit 4. Then comes building, green building material and finishes, smart coatings and self-healing materials. Nowadays, since sustainability is main concern for all construction industry, green building becomes a part of it, important part of it. Lastly, in unit 5, there are ingredients of concrete such as cement, aggregate, water and admixtures. And then some properties of concrete such as workability, strength, durability, properties of concrete, mix design technique, nominal mix and design mix. So all these things will be taught to you in syllabus. There are reference books. And then one practical is associated with this open elective 1, which is building construction materials and practice lab. Under these, there are 10 practicals listed. Out of that, any 8 practicals can be conducted. The practicals are identification of stones and bricks. In this, study of different types of stones and bricks used in construction. So you will be given different type of stones and bricks to study and their suitability for construction. Practical 2 is brick testing, how the bricks can be tested. Conducting tests such as water absorption, compressive strength, and efflorescence. So these tests will be conducted for brick. Then lime and cement test. Identification lime and its properties, consistency and setting time test for cement. So consistency and setting time tests are for cement, and identification of lime and its properties is for lime. So these experiments can be conducted. Analysis of doors and windows. In this study of different types of doors and windows used in modern construction will be undertaken. If practical is formwork and scaffolding, demonstration of various formwork and scaffolding systems. So whatever formwork and scaffolding systems are there, they will be demonstrated. 6, practical is about soil bearing capacity test. What amount of pressure can be dealt with safely by the soil while carrying foundation comes under soil bearing capacity test. In this, field determination of soil bearing capacity for foundation design will be completed. Then comes plastering and painting techniques, demonstration of different plastering and painting methods, including defect analysis. Then 8, practical is glass identification and application, study of different type of glass and their uses in construction. 9th is green building practices, case study on sustainable and eco-friendly construction material. And last one is study of earthquake tips, understanding the different principles for earthquake resistant building. So in this way, any 8 available and important practicals will be conducted in the laboratory. The appeal is, this is a really simple but very effective subject for all the engineering students. So you may opt for this for the open elective one. Thank you for listening. If you have any queries, I can answer.
Yes, any student? Sir, YouTube link आहे त्याच्यामुळे वेगळं नाही.
Okay, ठीक आहे, thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now second is a computer science department. Basically in computer science department, there are 3 subjects under open elective one. That is Python programming, data structure, and third one is object oriented concept. Out of these 3, 2 open elective will be run in this odd semester, that is Python programming, but except for the civil engineering, because in the core subject already for civil engineering there is a subject that is Python programming. So rest of 3 branches means electrical, mechanical, and the electronics, Python programming is open. But for the civil engineering, object oriented concept is open. Okay. So now I request to Latish Bhagat Madam, Dr. Latish Bhagat Madam, Head of Department, Computer Science and Engineering, to review the syllabus. So this is a scheme of the Computer Science and Engineering, third sem.
So good afternoon, students. This time we will be offering 2 subjects, Python programming and object-oriented programming. This object-oriented programming will be available to all the students who are not from CSE, and rest Python, Tikade sir has discussed, it is not for only this civil, otherwise rest of the students can go for Python programming. Both of the electives are very relevant in the current recent point of view. You must be knowing that every industry nowadays, all data science, machine learning practicals, they are using the Python programming. And the object-oriented programming, we will be teaching you in the C++, and the C language will give you the more exposure to learn the programming basics and problem-solving skill. And this Java and all object-oriented programming, nowadays all programming languages are following the object-oriented concepts. So it will give you a deep dive into the object-oriented concepts, which are very important from industry point of view. Both of the electives are very relevant in the current industry point of view. Python is focusing only on this APIs and machine learning development. It will be giving you the you can say the surface of the programming language, but object oriented will give you the deep dive into the programming concepts. So let me first start with the Python programming. This Python programming we will be teaching you the basics of the Python programming. So this Python programming has the course outcome says you will be able to implement all the basic concept of programming languages, and you will be able to develop the code using the conditional statements or control statements and all the relevant programming instructions we will be teaching you. And you will be able to implement your functions and modules and all the basic programs. And at the end, you will be able to understand the concept of object oriented using Python also as a part of this. If you see to the unit number 1, this unit number 1 will be covering all the basics of Python programming language. As you can see, it is an open source programming language, and coding environment is available to all on the websites, or you can download the software also to run this Python programs. So we will be first teaching you the basic operations and basic. Then in unit 2 we will be teaching you all the operators related to the Python, all the control structures, all the looping structures, and conditional statements, and all the things we will be teaching you as a part of unit 2. And unit 3 will be teaching you how to implement the functions and procedures as a part of Python. And we will be teaching you by taking various examples and by case studies, how can you and by creating the various problems, how to solve the various problems by using the functions and procedures. And as a part of a unit 4, we will teach you the object oriented concepts and how can the classes and methods be implemented in the Python. And in unit 4, we will be teaching you handling of the files. As you can see, this Python programming is mainly meant for processing of the data. And the major amount of data is stored in the CSV files or different types of files. So how can you take the data from CSV file? How can you process it? How can you stream the data? That we will be teaching you as a part of unit 5. The practicals are not described here, but the concerned teacher will decide the list of the practical, and you have to do all the things in the practical sessions in the computer lab. Yeah, now I am coming to object-oriented concept. This object-oriented concept is the Python is not considering, it will not be giving you the basic ideas of object-oriented programming. But the concept of object-oriented programming are very essential to learn if you want to do any, if you want to serve to the IT industry. Without object-oriented programming concept, you cannot survive, or you cannot enter, as I think. This is very important, and if you opt for this course, you will be able to develop the programs. And here also we will be teaching you the basics, and you will also be able to implement the various classes, objects, and different different concepts that are present into the object-oriented concept, like inheritance or polymorphism or virtual functions, that we will be teaching you in detail and as a part of unit 3, I think. And then you will be able to do the handling the pointers. So dynamic programming and pointers are very important from point of view of hardware programming. So those who wanted to make their career into the hardware programming, or some you want to program the robots or so for this you need to learn the C or C++, because you need to directly go to the hardware level or memory level. So we will be teaching you the dynamic memory handling also, and you will be able to apply the standard templates in C++. Coming to the syllabus, in unit number 1, we will be teaching you the basics of object oriented, like encapsulation, inheritance, dynamic binding, message passing or so. all basics we will be teaching you. In the unit number 2, we will teach you how to make the classes and objects into the object-oriented programming language. There are two object-oriented programming languages which are available nowadays are C++ and Java. So if you learn to this course, you will be easily be able to learn the Java as well by your own. They are very similar, only few syntax are different, and the programming and compilation environment is different. So you need not to join any other course or any other book, but you can easily get it in 5-10 days if you learn to C++. In unit number 2, unit number 3, you will learn the polymorphism and inheritance, overloading, operator overriding or so. And in unit number 4, we will teach you the virtual function and the file handlings, dynamic binding and other things. They are all basics of object-oriented programming. So, and the list is also again not described here. The teacher will be giving you the list and you have to do the practical. We will give one student one computer, so definitely you will be able to create your own competency and confidence to write a program, to run a program. Our teacher will be helping you so that you can create a very good base in the programming language, and it will also remove your hesitation to work as a computer programmer or under software development programmer. So thank you so much.
Hello. Yes.
टेकाडे सर, आम्ही म्हणजे लिव्ह केली मीटिंग तर चालेल?
हो चालेल सर.
थँक्यू.
Okay. Thank you, madam. Now I request to Surjit sir to review the syllabus of electrical engineering.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope I am audible to everyone.
Yes, sir. Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. So, as per the curriculum, we are having with the one open elective. The name of the open elective offered by the electrical engineering department is Fundamental of Electrical Engineering. As you know, in every scenario of the life, we require the help of electrical or electricity, and how to handle the gadgets and other equipment of electrical, I can say, in the day-to-day life. So that's why this subject is very, very important. And if you see the outcome of this subject, that is Fundamental of Electrical Engineering, the first course outcome is to analyze DC circuit using fundamental electrical concept like Ohm's law, Kirchhoff's law, and to solve the problems involving basic electrical component such as resistors, capacitors, and inductors. Second course outcome we can define as applying the principle of AC circuit analysis to calculate power factor, understand the phase representation, and evaluate the behavior of RLC circuit, including resonance condition. Similarly, third course outcome of this subject is explain the working principle of electrical machine and transformer and evaluate their application in power system while considering energy efficient aspect. And the fourth outcome of this particular subject is to evaluate the characteristics of basic electronic device and analyze emerging technology in renewable energy system and energy storage solution. So these are the four outcomes of this subject. After completing this course, you are going to, or student is able to understand or explain these four outcome of this particular subject. If you go through the course content of this subject is divided into 4 units. The unit 1, it is dealing with basic electrical concept and DC circuits. Particularly in this unit 1, we are having or covering the content of the syllabus are Introduction to Electrical Engineering and its application, electric charges, current, voltage, power, energy, as well as electrical components such as resistor, capacitor, inductor. We are also dealing with some of the laws, which are Ohm's law, Kirchhoff's law, and series and parallel concept, then DC circuit analysis technique. So this particular unit governs the basic electrical concept and the DC circuit analysis. The second unit, which is dealing with the AC circuit and power system, the content of this unit 2 is alternating current fundamentals, sinusoidal waveform and phasors, RLC circuit and resonant circuits, power in AC circuit, particularly real, reactive and apparent power, power factor and power factor correction. So we are going to understand the basic terminologies which are used in AC circuit and power system. Unit 3, it is dealing with the electrical machines and transformer, which are the heart of the power system. So in this unit, we are covering magnetic circuits, electromagnetic principle. We are covering transformer, in transformer, principle, types and application. We are also covering electronic devices, basic circuit operation, electronic devices, basic circuit operation, basic circuit, operational amplifier and their application, renewable energy system. In the renewable energy system, we are going to cover solar, wind, and as well as energy storage technologies. So these 4 units will give you a complete picture of fundamental of electrical engineering, and it will deal with know-how of electrical engineering in common practice. If you see some of the reference books and textbooks are recommended in the curriculum, and if you see some of the, I can say, very easy to understand type of books, particularly Basic Electrical Engineering by V.N. Mittal and Arvind Mittal. This book is published by Tata McGraw-Hill. Also, you can see Basic Electrical and Electronics Engineering by R.K. Rajput. And this book is published by Lakshmi Publications. Similarly, one of the simplest, I can say, easy to understand book, it is Fundamental of Electrical Engineering by B.L. Theraja and A.K. Theraja, which is published by S. Chan Publication Company. So these are some of the textbooks and reference books. This subject is also having with the practicals, and some of the course objective of this practicals related with the fundamental of electrical engineering are analyze and implementation of DC circuit, analyze AC circuit and power measurement, testing and perform analysis of electrical machine and transformer, and to understand application of semiconductor devices and technology. So these are 4, I can say, practical outcome, or we can say practical course objective of this subject. In this particular subject, if you see the outcome of this subject, we are having with 4 outcomes, particularly number one is analyze DC circuit using Ohm's law, Kirchhoff's law, measuring voltage, current, and resistance. Second outcome is study AC circuit by observing waveform, determining resonance, and measuring power system parameter. Third outcome of this particular subject is, I can say the practical is, test electrical machine through transformer test, motor load test, and performance analysis. Fourth outcome of this particular practical course is implement electronic circuit, including rectifier, op-amp applications, and renewable energy system. Also, we have given a list of experiment which we are going to cover in our lab sessions. Some of the practical are listed in the curriculum. These are the first experiment to study and verify the Kirchhoff voltage and current law in a DC circuit. Second one, to study and verify the superposition theorem. Third one is to study of RLC circuit and determination of resonance frequency. Fourth one is to study RLC series circuit and to plot phasor diagram for it. Fifth one is to study and plot BH curve for given magnetic material. Sixth one, to study and perform direct loading test on single phase transformer. Seventh one is to study half and full wave rectifier. Eighth one, to study the characteristics of PN junction diode. Ninth one, to study transistor characteristics. And 10th one, to study the performance evaluation of solar panel system under different load condition. So this is a very, I can say, the exhaustive list of experiment which we are going to cover in our lab session. So definitely the student from other branches will going to enjoy this subject, because we require the concept of fundamental of electrical engineering in every aspect of the life. So I hope you will go for this particular subject. So with this, I stop here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing the details of the subject. Thank you, sir. Now I request to Head of Department Electronics and Telecommunication, Dr. D.S. Chaudhary, to review the syllabus.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this open elective course name is Sensors and Actuators, which are having total 3 hours of contact hours for the lectures and having tutorial activity of almost nil. The course outcome for this particular subject is to understand the technology of instrumentation and analyze various sensors, understand temperature sensor for measurement, analyze various measurement techniques of transducers, understand the role of signal conditioning in instrumentation, understand working principle of actuators. Now, what are the content of this particular course? It will go like this. The unit will be, unit 1 will be of introductory type. It requires around 6 hours of contact hours. It involves introduction to electronic measurement and instrumentation, which will have transducers and sensor, accuracy and precision, types of error, statistical analysis, probability of errors, limiting errors, sensitivity, linearity, hysteresis, resolution, irreproducibility, a transfer function. Unit 2 will cover temperature sensor, to require around 7 hours. Resistance versus temperature characteristics for different material, thermistor, thermocouples, thermoelectric effect for thermocouples, thermocouple tables, RTD, other thermal sensors. Unit 3 will have pressure transducer, require around 7 hours, pressure, force, displacement and weight measurement, capacitive and inductive transducers, displacement sensor, particularly LVDT, strain sensor, strain gauge, its principle, application, types of strain gauges, load cells, piezoelectric sensors, motion sensors. Unit 4 will have analog and digital signal conditioning, which will require around 8 hours, signal conditioning, loading effect, bridges for measurement techniques, digital measuring techniques, sample and hold circuits, comparator, buffers, D2A converters, and A to D conversion, weighted resistor, DAC, R2R ladder, DAC, dual slope, parallel comparator, successive approximation, ADC technique, single channel and multi-channel data acquisition system, which is called as DAS. The last unit, number 5, related to the actuators, which require around 8 hours, a pneumatic hydraulic system, control valves, cylinder, rotary actuators, mechanical actuating system, type of motions, kinematic chains, cam, gear, trains, belt and chain drives. Electrical actuating system, solid state switches, solenoids, DC motor, AC motors, stepper motors, piezoelectric actuator, and micro actuator. This particular course will require the textbook, or this particular course content will be covered in the textbook Sensors and Transducers, a pattern of ST of 2003 edition, Prentice Hall of India. Sensors and Actuator Control System Instrumentation, Backlance W, De Silva publication. Shape Memory Actuators, Manfred Call, first edition, Springer publication. This will be broadly considered in this reference books. Transducer and Instrumentation, Murthy DVS, 2001 edition, Prentice Hall of India. Measurement System Application and Design, U Dublin, 4th edition, McGraw International Publication, New York. International Instrumentation and Control by S.K. Singh, 3rd edition, Tata McGraw. So after the completion of this particular course, the student will be able to understand the relationship between physical variables such as light, temperature, pressure, etc. and electric signals. They will learn how LDR changes the resistance based on the intensity of light. They understand how thermistor work by measuring temperature through resistance change. Practical experience with Arduino Uno will provide the skills for building real-world system and interfacing with sensors and actuators. Learn the basic principles of hydraulic and pneumatic actuators, including how they use fluid pressure to create the movement. Broadly, the list of experiment will cover the basics of sensors and transducers, light-dependent resistor sensor, temperature measurement with thermistors, rainfall detector alarm using 555 timer and rain sensors, object detection using ultrasonic sensor, clap switch using condenser mic, Arduino Uno study, determination of the capacitance of an unknown capacitor using Venn bridge, designing using op-amp a precision half-wave rectifier and plot of its waveform, op-amp as an integrator or differentiator and plotting of the concerned waveform, voltage to current converter for converting 0 to 10 volt direct current, hydraulic and pneumatic actuators. So broadly, this particular syllabus, which is a little bit interdisciplinary type, the mechanical engineers will also enjoy if they want to have a better interfaces with the electronic circuitry. and other laboratories, other disciplines also require this kind of sensors and actuator for carrying out their project or research kind of work. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now, last one is mechanical engineering. So in mechanical engineering, there are two open elective. First one is introduction to metrology, and second one is automobile engineering. But for mechanical department, only one elective, open elective will be run. That is introduction to metrology. So I request to Nilay Khobrakade sir to review the syllabus.
Good afternoon, everybody. Am I audible to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me first introduce this subject, that is metrology. So we know that these measurements are very important nowadays, or today it is more relevant. It is because the parts which we are manufacturing for different machines, equipments, structures, they are shrinking in size, and also they are becoming very complex in nature. So we have to produce a new part or product, and for that, first thing that we have to do is, after production, we have to measure and validate whatever we have been thinking in our mind or putting it in our paper hasn't been manufactured. So measurements is very important topic, and today measurements uh, earlier was thought about measurements to be only in contact type, but today non-contact type measurements are also there. And herein the tools, they don't touch the workpiece, right? So, but you are still able to measure and tell the values to the engineer or practicing engineer for the manufacturing engineering, right? So measurement has become a very important topic. Without measurement, the product efficiency or the product iteration or the process control or the processing, it is just not possible. So it is very important. Basically, metrology is a measurement of science, right? So it is a science of measurement. It is a science of measurement. So here we'll try to cover some topics which are given in the syllabus. The topics, like in Unit 1, we have standard of measurement, line and wavelength standards, then allowance and tolerances, then the interchangeability, the selective assembly and its applications. So these are covered in Unit 1. In Unit 2, we have limits and fits, the types of fits, then shafts and hole basic system, then applications of hole and shaft basic system. So these are covered in Unit 2. In Unit 3, we have design of limit gauges. Analytical treatment is also there for these limit gauges. And also there is introduction to process planning in this particular Unit 3. And Unit 4 covers the measurement of straightness and flatness, instruments for linear and angular measurements like vernier, angle gauge, sine bar, level indicator, taper gauge, etc. And Unit 5 covers comparators, like mechanical comparators, optical, electrical, electronic, pneumatic. And it also covers the use of optical profile projector and toolmaker's microscope. So these are covered in Unit 5, right? This course also is taught with the help of practicals. So we have included some 8 practicals. So the practicals, they based on measurement of linear using vernier and angular dimensions we have to measure. Then second practical is measurement of angular dimensions using sine bar. Then third, it includes measurement of flatness and straightness. Then measurement of parameters using toolmaker microscope. Also measurement of parameters by using optical profile projector. Use of optical flat, design of limit gauge, and industrial use of comparators. So these are the practicals which can be covered which will be covered in this particular course. By completing the course, I will read out the objectives what students will be expected to, or what this course is supposed to tell you. It is designed to learn and understand need of measurements. Then it is designed to impart the knowledge about functioning of metrology. Also, assessment of production design and calculations. So it is one of the objectives of this. This course provides basic knowledge of metrological measurements and use of comparators. So these are the course objectives. And after completing the course, the students will be able to analyze the concept of metrology, that is the science of measurement. They will be able to assess the functioning of instrument. The students will be able to understand the production design and analysis. Students will also be able to differentiate linear and angular measurement, and they will be able to identify the different types of comparators. So these are the course outcomes that students will be able to take away. The syllabus in Unit 1, it says the standard of measurement, the line and wavelength standards, then allowance and tolerances, interchangeability, selective assembly, and applications. Then Unit 2 covers limits and fits, types of fits, shafts and hole basic system, application of hole and shaft basic system. Then Unit 3 covers design of limit gauges and introduction to process planning state. And Unit 4, measurement of straightness and flatness, instruments for linear and angular measurements. So some instruments are covered in this Unit 4, and Unit 5, it covers the comparator. So this is about the syllabus, and I hope you will be able to gain much of the knowledge from this course regarding the science of measurement. So this is from my side. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, student, there are some messages on the YouTube link. So this open elective is optional or not? No, this is not optional. You have to choose any one open elective from the other branches. Means like civil engineering student, choose the open elective from the computer science, electrical, mechanical, or electronics branch. There is one restriction, that is about the Python programming, because Python programming is an open elective of CSE, but Python programming already included in the core Python programming is already included as a core subject in a civil engineering. That's why for the civil engineering student, for CSE, there is only one choice, that is object oriented concept. So for that open elective selection, I will share the Google form up to the evening in the respective branch groups. So you have to fill the Google form clearly. First, before filling the Google form, I will upload the total recording of that session, that is open elective session. Then you have to choose the open elective from the other branches, and you have to complete the activity up to tomorrow 2 p.m. only, because classes already started from 16th June, and this open elective will be run by Monday, means next coming Monday, in the first half. That is for the theory subject will be run from 10:30 to 11:30, and practical slot will be run in the 3:15 to 5:15. So for that, I will share the Google form up to the evening. You have to fill it properly, okay, up to tomorrow 2 p.m. Okay. So thank you, all of you.